Addison Barger taking rips outside the dirt circle.
Addison Barger's not going to get a chance to face Sheehan.
Dave Roberts was waiting for the Blue Jays to announce the move. Now he will make a move of his own.
Here's what Barger wants to do, knowing who's on deck. Fly ball, and even a strikeout's not the worst thing in the world. You just don't want to hit a ground ball double play. And he knows that. He's going to try to lift the ball and keep it off the ground so he can at least guarantee Guerrero up.
Barger sends a towering drive. Right center field. Kiss it goodbye.
A grand slam! Addison Barger blows this game wide open. 9-2 Blue Jays in the bottom of the sixth.
Well, he hit a fly ball, and he guaranteed his teammate was going to come up, but I didn't see a situation where his teammate might come up with nobody on. I mean, this is a high breaking ball. You want to see a hard swing? That was a hard swing.
La balle est frappée d'aplomb en direction du champ droit. À la piste et l'amortissement. Grand chelem. Addison Barger. Barger qui débarque du banc. Gaucher contre gaucher. Saute sur la balle glissante. Un peu suspendu. C'est loin, mais très loin aux chansons.
If you live in a Vermont zip code and have 0 DUI.
Good morning. Welcome in to the Athletics Podcast. Hello, everybody. It is that time of the year where we get a killer good time. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so grateful for you to be here today. It is a cold but beautiful day today. It's a beautiful day. Speaking of beautiful things, we got to talk about the World Series. It happened last night. Dodgers and Toronto Blue Jays. You know, the Blue Jays looking like they're about to win their first World Series in about 3 to 4 decades. It's been quite some time since we've seen the Blue Jays here. And hey, they did an impressive first game against the Dodgers. Double digits, 11-4. Wow. As you saw, that grand slam really put them in the driver's seat. Really got them up there. So congratulations to the Blue Jays. But seriously, guys, it's gotta say, Blue Jays are killing it, dude. They made an amazing comeback against Seattle in the championship round. And now here they are in the World Series, getting ready to finish it all. Hey, but still though, you can't count out the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani is still here, and many more. So, this is a great start for the Blue Jays. Let's see if they can keep it up. I think if they can keep it up, they will be fantastic. They'll be great. No questions at all. None. But besides that, though, besides the World Series, we got to get into everybody's favorite basketball. A lot's going on in the basketball world. We'll start off with a couple games. We'll start off by talking about the Celtics 0-2. The Celtics aren't really doing too well without, Jason Tatum. Not doing too well without Jason Tatum. Come on, boys. We got to change it up. We got to change things up around here. Yeah, so with that being said, though, the New York Knicks beat the Celtics by a solid 10 points, 105-95. Jaylen Brown on the Celtics carried with 23 points. That's about it. Nobody really else. I mean, some kid named Sam. Don't know who he is. Sorry about that. New York Knicks, though, make a rolling comeback. They were down for a little bit there, and the Celtics just couldn't keep that lead. They weren't successful. They weren't successful in at all. So 0-2, but hey, it's still early. It's still too early to say anything, but you know, definitely not the look they were looking for, I can imagine. You know, the Knicks really got to them, man. Really got to them. Really made the Celtics spill it all out on the floor. Alrighty. Speaking of the Celtics, though, we gotta look into a big matchup that happened last night's game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Timberwolves. Absolutely stunning performance by Luka Doncic. 49 points and a double-double, almost a triple-double if he had just stayed in a little longer. Besides that, though, the Lakers are doing fantastic. Timberwolves looked good at the start. They looked great. And then in the third quarter is kind of where they kind of blew their kneecaps out against the Lakers. You know, it was a close game for a little bit, and then things moved too fast. I just heard Garrett is involved. Who's Garrett? You'll have to explain to me what you're talking about. Just clarify what you're talking about. Thanks. Anyway, though. Continuing, though, we'll move on to the highlights here.
That's the third tonight for the Jays.
Oh, apologies. Hold on. Stare at me for a little longer.
Luka knocks it down.
Aiden, Luka. Reeves had a good first half. Through traffic, Doncic on the move. So gracefully as he fires.
Has been no turnovers to start this third quarter. Golden State was ignited as Randall gets the easy look, but
DiVincenzo, Randall, shot clock at 3. Hachimura will defend. Randall for the triple. Lakers will retrieve. Doncic will feed. Vincent, the trailing Hachimura. Timeout, Minnesota.
How do you calm the storm? Give the ball to Anthony Edwards and let him operate.
Great feed. They can't put it in on the first try. They do on the second. Aiden couldn't get it. Hachimura finishes it off. 13 from Rui Hachimura.
And right there, Doncic, just beautiful. Looking off the defense, finding his big under the rim.
What a move by McDaniels. Swaggering his way to the paint. Under 7 to go, and they trap him. Vincent, knocked away inside, swipe by Edwards. It's loose. Doncic in.
And that will get a big guy going right there. Conscious effort to make sure that Aiden is involved and he's touching the basketball. Luka could have shot the floater, but he gave it up to his big guy.
Cross court, Edwards, Randall, triple, bucket. Reeves. Reed defends. Good thing, good stuff. And 2. Edwards picked up by Aiden. Shot.
Good games going on. Good stuff. The Lakers, like I said, were killing it. We could look at some little bit towards the end here. We could look at a couple ending highlights here. I'm still trying to figure out, though, this person commented asking about, is Kevin involved? Kevin who, though, and involved in what? Killer context. Anyway, though, the Lakers and Minnesota game finished off quite well, though, but the Lakers had their number. Lakers finished that game 128 to 110, an 18-point difference. LeBron was, for anybody wondering, LeBron is still injured. LeBron has I think a sore or leg injury. I'll have to look it up. I just know, though, that he's out right now. He's not doing too well, but he'll be back soon, though. He should be back within a month. He should be back within week, 12, possibly. And that being said, though, like I said, Celtics could have turned themselves around. And Lakers are doing too well. A lot of NBA games actually going on right now. The season just started. We're about 2 games in for each team. Each team has played at least 2 games at this point, I think. Some have only played 1. But everybody's going to get their 2 games in, and it's a great already start to the NBA. I mean, teams are doing surprising. It's been quite a spectacular time in the league right now. So, doing too well. I love it. I'm digging it. I don't know about you guys, but the NBA is on fire. It's great right now. It's a beautiful time. Beautiful time to be alive in the sports world. Speaking of more sports, Thursday night football. The Chargers took on the Vikings, and the Chargers did absolutely nothing but destruction to the Vikings. Vikings had a not so great night. Let's take a look at some of the carnage, shall we? We should take a look at some of the carnage.
Second and 10. Going for it all. Out in front. Hold in. Lad McConkey. Touchdown.
This is really what he's looking at. If the safety comes down, he knows he's got the one-on-one matchup. It's exactly what he had. And what a job by Lad McConkey, being able to separate. A couple times we've seen him on this drive. Last 3 plays win, and that time just one.
When we last saw him come off the field, but appears to be okay. That bulky left shoulder fires, caught inside the 45. Jordan Addison comes off that big game last week. Timeout called here.
And we're back. The Chargers finished that game pretty strong. I think it was about either it was 31-10 or 31-17. Beautiful game though, beautiful display by the Chargers actually had 30, looks like 37. Yep, 37-10. Wow. An absolute onslaught. Yikes. Not a great day to be a Vikings fan, am I right? Not a good time. If you're Vikings fans, not a good time. I think a lot of Vikings fans are probably wishing they still had Sam Darnold. Because Sam Darnold is cooking in Seattle. He's doing great. I love him. Thank you, Minnesota. I really want to take a moment to thank you. Because holy crap, you guys screwed up with that one. He quite literally brought them to an impressive start after being flawed for a couple years now. And instead they keep Carson Wentz and J.J. McCarthy. That's an interesting move. If you're a Vikings fan, I don't know. I think at the start of the season, people were okay with Sam leaving, but now I think a lot of Vikings fans are regretting that one. Anyway, though, before I jump too far from the basketball subject, we need to talk about the scandal, the scheme between Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier and the Mafia. But I want to focus specifically, though, on Terry Rozier because he's the current player, and same with Chauncey Billups, but Terry Rozier is someone we need to specifically talk about. Headline, Terry Rozier arrest leaves the Miami Heat stunned. Absolutely stunned. They're missing out on a key player for this season. Terry Rozier is a really great player. He's not too much of a standout guy, but he's got a great player, great resume. Just absolutely amazing. I loved him on Charlotte when he was on the Hornets. He was good on the Charlottes. Anyway, though, we're taking a look today at it, where Terry Rozier talks about the fact that he got in trouble because his buddies essentially were betting on him in a performance back in 23 where he must have done, like, his buddies must have told him because I'm assuming that he was well aware of what he had to do, and so he told his buddies, hey, bet on me, and he ended up making, like, not only a lot of money for his friends, but then for himself. So they made quite a lot of money during that time, and how he got caught 2 years later is beyond me. I don't really understand that part, but still, though, the fact that it just all of a sudden came out like this is out of nowhere, out of the blue for sure. Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat says that, the whole team is behind Terry Rozier. That's right. He claims that the whole Miami Heat's team is supporting of him and wishes him best of luck and hopes that he comes back soon because they love his energy. Bam describes Terry as an energetic young spirit, and he's great to play with. And so, with that being said, I just think that Miami clearly is putting their statement on this. I don't blame him for the decision, but still, Terry Rozier's decision to be a gambler, especially when you're a really big NFL NBA, really big NBA player, you might as well stick to it. But things change, I guess. Things happen in the world. Speaking of Chauncey Billups was involved with a conspiracy gambling that had to be involved with the mafia on a poker hand. Chauncey Billups apparently played poker with the mafia. Is that what I'm getting at? Chauncey Billups is a mafia freak. Being said, though, I think that Chauncey Billups made a huge mistake. I mean, man, you're a retired Hall of Famer. I mean, yeah, he's considered a Hall of Famer, and he's also a current coach who's probably making a relatively good salary. And so his decision to do all this is definitely beyond me. I mean, I definitely find it very shocking for sure. Definitely an interesting move. I mean, everything about it makes no sense. Also, for starters, why are you involved with the mafia? Why are you involved with, like, some, crazy group while you're a NBA coach? You're an NBA coach for the Portland Trailblazers. Like, you literally are making millions per year just coaching a bunch of young and professional players. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's not the move I would have made sense of. But let's steamroll a little bit. Like I said, I think Terry's a great player. I just don't think that he should have been involved in that. Sports betting has been somewhat of an issue. Hell, even Jaylen Brown of the Celtics said himself that the NBA should be responsible for protecting the players from gambling, like stuff like this, so this doesn't happen again. And my thing is like, for starters, how do you expect the NBA to control a bunch of grown men? How do you expect the NBA to tell a bunch of grown men to not do gambling? Like, Terry Rozier is, like, around his 30s, if not already in his 30s. Like, these are both grown men. These are, like, Chauncey Billups is, like, in his 40s, if not 50s. So, it's like, these are two grown men who are very capable of understanding that this was just dumb. Sports betting with your friends, getting caught, dumb. Playing poker with the mafia, dumb. You're going to get yourself killed. Still, though, either way, it's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. But, hey, either way, I hope, I don't know. Chauncey Billups is probably cooked. I mean, if you're involved with the mafia, that doesn't look good. Terry Rozier could possibly bounce back from this. This could be something that just, whatever, he gets fined, he comes back, next year maybe. I don't know. But he's indefinite for the season, meaning that he will not return for this year unless maybe maybe he can get the court to, say otherwise. But besides that, though, nah, it's not happening. Terry Rozier, you kind of cooked your career, man. I mean, you are a pretty good player, but you still had some more to prove. I think you still had a little bit more to prove. But either way, though, let's move on back to the NFL world to talk about Sunday night is tomorrow. Sunday Night Football. I am loving everything that's happening in the NFL. The NFL has been cooking. There has been so many good stuff happening around the league. I'm loving it. The Dolphins and Falcons started off at 1 o'clock. There are no international games. No games in London, no Germany, none of that. Like I said, Miami and Falcons face off at 1 o'clock. I think that the Falcons should have no problem winning that game. I mean, both teams are kind of in a weird loop, but I think the Falcons are still doing a bit better. I think the Falcons still have a better all-around team than the Dolphins do right now. And so with that being said, I think the Falcons shouldn't have a problem, but hey, maybe the Dolphins will come out strong. Bears and Ravens, I expect the Ravens to win this game, but the Bears have shocked us a few times. I mean, their game against the Cowboys was surprising, 31-15 in that game. So I think that the Bears could surprise us, but I just don't see Lamar Jackson losing this game. I don't think the Bears defense can stop him at all. And so I think as long as, Lamar Jackson plays well, stays in it, then the Ravens should have no issue. This should be a pretty easy game for them. Jets and Bengals. Both teams are pathetic. I mean, I feel bad for Joe Burrow, but then he got hurt. So Bengals, the Bengals just had a big game against the Steelers. So I don't think they should. Honestly, I think the Bengals should have no problem putting the Jets away. And if, hey, maybe the Jets will surprise us, but I don't know. I think Cincinnati, if they can beat the Steelers, I mean, they can definitely beat the Jets. That's all I got to simply say. Nothing more to say than that. Bills and Panthers. I mean, Bills have had a struggle. They've definitely had a struggle for sure. But, again, it's the Panthers. I mean, but hey, the Panthers have been doing okay. They've been doing okay, actually. But still, though, I mean, it would be a huge upset if Josh Allen and the Bills couldn't beat the Panthers. That would be a huge upset. A huge upset for them. 49ers and Texans. I expect to see the Texans. I want the Texans to win. I really want the Texans to win, but I don't think so. I think the 49ers are gonna kill them. I think they're gonna quite literally are gonna kill them. Yeah. So yeah, 49ers will win that game more likely than not, but I gotta root for the underdogs in this one. Let's go Texans. Let's go Houston. Patriots and Cleveland. I mean, Patriots have been killing it. Patriots, we can't talk shit no more. The Patriots are quite literally sitting on top of the division. They are tied right now with the Bills for the division. And so Patriots should have no problem winning this game. Like, I mean, if they lose this game, that would be pretty bad, considering the Browns have not found themselves at all. Poor Myles Garrett, someone needs to check on Myles Garrett. That poor guy has been like, he backboned this team. Didn't he just sign an extension too? He just signed an extension, so he's stuck. He's stuck there. Unless some other team picks him up or he just straight up leaves. Oh, we got another Giants and Eagles already. We just had that game, but okay. I guess we're having a repeat. Giants and Eagles again, this time in Philadelphia. Can Jackson Dart and Cam Scattaboo do it again? I think they can. I think they can do it again. I hope they do. It'd be really funny. It would be really funny if the Eagles got whooped by the Giants. That would be pretty funny if the Giants whooped them. Buccaneers, Saints. I mean, no brainer on that one. Buccaneers all day, baby. Buccaneers have been killing it, dude. Baker Mayfield, man. Fuck, dude. He's had a great career, I'd say. He's had an on and off. Like, people doubted him for a little bit. People were doubting him for a little bit there in the start, but I think he really fits well in Tampa Bay. I think he's a great fit in Tampa Bay. He's an amazing fit in Tampa. And so I see no problem there. The Buccaneers are going to be really good this year. They're going to be really dangerous. They're killing it. Texans and Colts, I mean, oh my god, yeah, no. The Colts are just, I just simply need to say the Colts are just screwed. There's no way around it. The Colts are not having, oh no, Colts are having a great time. Sorry, the Colts, I meant to say the Titans. The Titans are having a bad time. The Titans are quite literally, like, they just are riding it out. They're just here. They released Tyler Lockett, actually. They released Tyler Lockett not too long ago. And I'd love to know if he's anywhere, if he's still sitting on the sidelines. Let's see. Has he been signed by anybody? I mean, it looks like they're still looking for a home for him. Tyler Lockett has a couple big names. Patriots actually are a team that he could go to. I think he would do great with the Patriots, actually. He would be a great slot. He's always been a great slot receiver. You know, so even if they put him in the slot receiver, like even if they keep Stephon Diggs and Booty out there and then put Tyler at the slot, I think if they put Tyler at the slot, a veteran like him there, I think he would do just fine. Same with the Steelers. He could go combo back, do the Seattle combo. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. At that point, the Steelers would be quite literally stealing our wide receiver 1 and 2 of last year. And then he could also go to the Raiders. I don't think so. I think Tyler Lockett wants to go to a team that's doing good because he literally was just on the Titans. He was just on the worst team in the league right now. And so I don't think he's gonna, it's not even about the money. You can tell it's not about the money because they literally offered him quite what was it? A couple at least 3 or 4 million for 1 year. So he clearly it's not about the money for him. It's clearly about being on a good team. He wants to be on a successful team. So I think the Steelers would be a good option, but I think for future success, I think if he signs with the Patriots, that would be huge. I would love to see Tyler Lockett on the Patriots. That would be hilarious. But yeah, anyway, though, the Colts are going to crush them. I mean, Daniel Jones and that offense, that defense has been really good too. That Colts defense has been surprising. I'm loving it. Honestly. So yeah, no question there. Colts, no trouble whatsoever. Shouldn't have an issue whatsoever. Dallas Cowboys and Broncos. I really am rooting for the Cowboys, but let's be real here. I think Denver's got a great defense. I think that offense is going to struggle, but hey, this is going to be a good game for them. Definitely a must-win for sure for the Cowboys, but it's going to be a good one for them if they can get it off. Tomorrow night's game is also the Steelers and Packers. That's a good one, but again, I think that Aaron Rodgers, even, as old as he is, I think people are going to see this game as is Aaron Rodgers going to come here and ball out in his big team? No. I don't think so. I think he's going to do good, but against, like, how good the Packers have been this year. Dude, Micah Parsons, if Micah Parsons, you imagine if Micah Parsons hits Aaron Rodgers is going to flatline. Like, if Micah Parsons hits that man, he's going to flatline. Like, Aaron is like a cat. Aaron's like a cat with only 2 lives left. Aaron's like a cat with 2 lives. Like, he's really gambling. He's gambling whether or not, if, like, Aaron, how hard and how many times. I mean, could we see Micah Parsons sack Aaron Rodgers twice? Easily. I think that's very easy. I think realistically, like, we could definitely see. I think that's gonna happen. As much as the Steelers look good, or they look okay this year for sure. Not great, but they look good. And to finish it off for Monday night's game, we got Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels and the Commanders facing against Patrick Mahomes and Travis Swift. I mean, he's married now. Is it official? What's the official? Is he still Kelsey, or is he Swift now? Who took whose name? I don't know. I don't know enough. I don't care enough, to be honest. Washington and Chiefs. Hey, I think this is gonna, with how the Chiefs have not been playing the way everybody thought they'd be playing. They could still turn it around, but I don't know. I think Jaden Daniels and the Commanders could win this game. I think they can. I think they have the tools to do it. They just gotta show up, and they gotta, like, start off strong. They just gotta get, like, 2 touchdowns within the first quarter. Like, they gotta, if the Commanders want to win this game, just hit them hard. Just start off, hit them hard. Amazing stuff happening in the NFL. But yeah, like I said, I think the Commanders can do it. But I'm gonna bet on underdogs here. I'm gonna bet on the Commanders. I'm gonna bet them all. I'm gonna bet it all. Bet it all on them. Speaking of betting it all, we're gonna take a look at Monday night's game last week. Seattle and the Houston Texans.
Picks up about 8 to the Houston 40. And Houston make a play, force a field goal attempt. They had a chance there. Now they have to recover from the penalty. You go down 2 scores. The way the offense is playing in this environment could be trouble. And right for the end zone. And scoring and dunking is Jackson Smith-Njigba. Flags down afterward for the celebration. But Darnold strikes to JSN.
You're going to watch Cooper Kupp go on an inside post. Petrie's going to follow. Look at Sam Darnold. Freeze it at the top. I mean, he's going to have chaos right there. Look at, he is getting destroyed. And just a trust throw to JSN. Look how JSN uses his body just to kind of float in the air. Houston, I like this right now. Build some tempo. Continue to try to chase efficiency.
Hello. I absolutely love that dunk. Wait, can we look at that again? Hold on, where is it? I need to see. I gotta say, I love that celebration. That was hilarious. I wonder if he's gonna be just kind of like how it happened to Ezekiel Elliott a couple Thanksgivings ago when he got the touchdown and then jumped inside the little, like, pot there was like some kind of little pot he had jumped in, and he did some, like, celebration with Dak, and I think, like, they both got fined, or at least Zeke definitely did. But that was obviously back when Zeke was still on the Cowboys, so that was quite some time ago. But let's take a look at this. Hold on, let's take a look. I'm gonna turn the sound down a little bit. He's over here in the corner. He's over in the corner.
Darnold strikes to JSN.
You're going to watch Cooper Kupp go on an inside post. Petrie's going to follow. Look at Sam Darnold. Freeze it at the top. I mean, he's going to have chaos right there. Look at, he is getting destroyed. And just a trust throw to JSN. Look how JSN uses his body.
Wow. That was impressive. But anyway, to finish it off, though, we have one more sport we still haven't covered yet while we're here. Let's talk about the beautiful NHL. Hockey, hey, if you're a Hockey's fan, you know, it's just getting started. They're about 6 or 7 games deep. We got some games going on today. Islanders and Flyers start at 12:30, so in exactly less than 2 hours, that game starts. Followed up at 3 p.m. by the Avalanche and Bruins. Boston Bruins have been really well this year. Well, they started off really well. They're 3-6 now. They're not doing too hot now, but they started off pretty good. Hopefully they can turn that around, though. It's still pretty early in the season. Hey, but they're facing against Colorado, and Colorado looks pretty good, so. Ducks and Lightning also play. I still am loving the Ducks, going back to their old, kind of like, going back to their retro look, while also like a modern colors and look. Ducks and Lightnings. Sabres and Maple Leafs at 5. Then at 6, we got the Utah Mammoth, who is a new team, by the way. They just are like either a new team or they came in last year, one of the two. So I don't really know much. I don't really know much about the Mammoths. I mean, they're looking pretty well for being a brand new team. They've got some pretty good players. They're looking pretty well. So Mammoths and Minnesota Wilds, Golden Knights. My apologies. Golden Knights and Panthers also following that up. Then it continues down the line of Senators playing the Capitals. The Blue Jackets face off against the Penguins, Pittsburgh. Canada face off against Kankakee. Kankakee, is that how you say it? Yeah, I'm going to say Kankakee. Blues and Red Wings following up as well. Then the Kings and Predators. The Hurricanes and the Stars. And then to finish it off is the Oilers and the Seattle Kraken, who they are also a relatively new team as well. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, so the Kings must have changed their logo, because their logo looks different. Their logo looks really different. I haven't really I honestly need to get back into the hockey world. I haven't really paid attention to hockey in the last couple of years, to be honest. It's been kind of a slow, kind of a doozer for me. It's been an interesting year for sure, in terms of sports. But sports has been crazy right now with all the sports, these scandals going on. And then they officially confirmed as of last week that the NBA or the NFL has doubled down on that, Bad Bunny will for sure be doing the halftime show, just to confirm that. Which again, I still don't have an issue with. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. But either way, though, I'm excited. Hey, I'm excited for the Super Bowl in general. I'm one of those people who I genuinely am in it for the sport versus the halftime show. And, besides the food and all the fun things that the Super Bowl, when you and your buddies get together, you guys do something, whether that's going somewhere or getting a bunch of food. But either way, for me, I'm still all about the game. It's all about the game for me still, either way. So with that being said, though, thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. Thank you for tuning in with me and hanging out with me and spending some time. I hope you guys appreciated the little surprise that we had today. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy your beautiful weekend. It is 10:44 a.m. The sun is actually breaking out. It was cloudy, kind of cold when I first, came over here today. And now it looks like the sun's trying its best to break out. So hopefully that continues and we have a beautiful day. I would love to see some sun. I'd love to see some sun before it's too late. While I'm here, actually, let's look at the forecast together. Forecast for Barrie for today, officially, as of right now, is sitting at 45 degrees. It doesn't look like, actually, it's going to get any warmer. It looks like we're just going to stay around here. It probably could bump up to 50s. Maybe we'll get up to 50. 50 exactly. Possibly. Tomorrow is going to be same thing, but it's going to be a little rainy, light rain, but 44, lows of 31, 32. Then it gets a little warmer Monday and Tuesday, 45, 50, 49. We're kind of keeping, 44 tomorrow is going to be the coldest, and then leading up till next week, even next Saturday, will be 47. So we're keeping a consistent. It looks like we're going to have a consistent weather of around 50, highs of 40s, low of 50s kind of thing is what we're looking at for the rest of the week. So thank you guys though for tuning in. I hope you had a great evening with me. I'm going to have to reach out to this person who asked, just heard Garrett is involved, question mark. They asked me at the start. They disappeared. They're not here. I don't know. I'll ask because I'm curious. I'm not sure what they mean, but I'm curious. Maybe we can answer that question next time I'm here. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in to the Athletics Podcast. I hope you guys have a great week and a great day. Thank you so much. I am Logan Luce. This has been the Athletics Podcast. Thank you so much. Have a great